Coming at you from Seattle, Washington. It's time for another very special Gamers video update. I'm your host, Steve, the editor-in-chief for PlatformNation.com. And instead of news today, we got a video review for you guys. So we're going to be doing a video review on Civilization Revolution, coming to the Xbox 360 and the PS3 July 7th. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right to the review.
For those of you that have never played a Civilization game, you do not truly know what you've been missing. The whole idea of Civilization franchise is you start off with a single settler, and with that one person you develop your own civilization to rule the world. You can do this in several ways. For example, you can start off by crushing all your other empires with your military might, or you can go about it with your brains and become one of the smartest empires in the world. Those two are my personal favorite. You can also win with culture or just by becoming extremely rich. The key is to build your civilization your way, not the way the computer tells you. You tell your people what you want them to make, develop, learn, build. Everything is up to you. That's the point that has made Civilization franchise what it is. They give you the tools and knowledge, and it's up to you to decide what you want to do with it. Now, as far as the graphics go in this game, I give the graphics an A-. This is one thing that has never been huge in the Civilization franchise. Yes, the game always looks nice, but this isn't what the game is about. It's not about the best graphics. It's just not. This time around, the team at Fair Axis Games decided to go with a very colorful approach to things. Perhaps maybe too colorful for my taste, as the cartoonish approach seemed to distract from some of the realism from the game. Another thing that I noticed about the graphics is they just seem too much on the screen. There's just too much going on. But the game's overview is just too much clutter, especially when you have all your advisors talking to you. They just get in the way from what I want. To be honest though, those are really the only issues with the game, with how the game looks. Everything else is extremely easy to differentiate on the map, like the resources or the types of land. It is all extremely easy to identify. Still, it has left a little bit more to be desired. I would have liked, a little bit less of the cartoonish look of the game, even though it's still, I think, overall very beautifully done. The sound on this game, I give it a B+. Still, there's no talking from your advisors. They just look like they're talking and they show you text on the screen. I really wish they added this, because it would have added a very small thing to the game, or it would have been a very small thing to do, and it would have added so much more character to the game. I would have loved hearing my military advisor, who had to deliver in a military tone instead of just reading it, or my tech advisor talk to me, to hear his geeky voice. Little things like that would have bumped up the feel of the game. Instead, I'm stuck with reading everything that they have to say. And over time, as you Civilization fans know, it can be a lot. It really can. Civilization has done a really well sound effects, or really has very well sound effects as well. Every different action and object in the game has its own sound, from the horseback riders moving across the map, from your tanks moving in battle. Mind you though, when you have 30 or 40 tank armies, it gets extremely repetitive and it will start to annoy you. I have no question though that this is the best sound, that the best thing in the sound has to be the score of the game. The background music of the game will not disappoint any old Civilization fan, as it is done beautifully. It is extremely well, and it never gets old. It's a nice calming music that does not distract you from the game at all. In fact, I think it adds more to the feel of the game. Now let's talk about gameplay here. Gameplay, I give the game an A-, and I have some issues with the gameplay, but it's mostly because of the fact that I'm more of the hardcore Civilization fan. Civilization Revolution, one of the things they wanted to do was make it more of a mass appeal and make it more accessible to everyone itself, rather than not just the hardcore people. Because of this, this game is extremely easy to get into. You just pick up the controllers, a tutorial right from the start, and everything in the tutorial is pretty well explained. This game goes right into telling you how to start your civilization, what you might want to develop first, and how to do that. Like I said before, there are 4 ways to win: money, power, knowledge, and peace. You get a pick from several different civilizations to lead your way, each with different perks, and you just have fun with it from the time, and you just have a fun time building your empire. However, I feel the matches and a little too soon for this for a couple of reasons. One's the map size. The maps are extremely small compared to the games in the past. And one of the reasons why I feel this is so leads to one of my other reasons why this game ends too soon. This game is just dumbed down. In an effort to broaden its appeal, the team decided to dumb everything down in the franchise. The maps are a little smaller, and overall you have less control over everything. Several of the little things that I used to be able to do, like auto-explore with my units, or manually build your roads, or build multiple nukes, just seem to be gone. Now, I don't mean to bash the game for this, and they did a great job making it more mass appeal, but I was the type that loved controlling every aspect of my empire. So I mean, gameplay, you know, like I said, it was an A minus. It's a great game. A lot of people will love it, but it isn't what some of us hardcore people were hoping for. Now, the controls in this game, I gave it a B. Bringing the game like this to the console had to be a difficult task. Just like with many RTS games, the controls never seem to translate completely right. This game is no exception. While Civilization Revolution is extremely easy to pick up and play, and pretty well laid out over the control, I would have preferred my keyboard and mouse support. Now, I know this is something the Microsoft team will not allow to happen on their precious console, but I don't feel completely comfortable with the controller. Even after several games, I found myself making stupid mistakes because of wrong button pushes. This is something that I would never done if I had my trusty keyboard and mouse with me. So, while easy to pick up and play, I found myself still making stupid mistakes, or small mistakes, because of the controller. Now, for the replay multiplayer, I gave this game a B. If there's one area the Civilization franchise has always been known for, it would have to be the high amount of replay value every one of the games has carried. Unfortunately, it didn't completely carry over to this iteration. We do have online play, even online play with video support. Civilization has online leaderboards, which actually I hope get changed because they currently only score on the length of the game. The Xbox 360 has a total of 50 achievements, and unfortunately, as far as the achievements goes, not a whole lot of thought was put into them because a lot of them are all, okay, beat the game of this empire, now beat the game of this empire, now beat the game of this empire. Hopefully the PS3 will get trophies soon, and we will see the Xbox 360 achievements transferred over to the trophies for the PlayStation side. Another cool feature that will help this game out, and this has already been said is going to happen, is there's going to be downloadable content in the future, which will include scenarios, maps, etc. No words if those will be free or how much they will cost. I guess we're going to have to just wait and see. Now, my biggest beef with this game has got to be the fact that it was dumbed down, and it really hurts the replay value for me. Civilization Revolution is missing several key features in the game, the biggest being free play, where you just build your empire with really no end in sight. I do not know what led to the decision to remove free play, but I'd have to guess it went with the current trend of trying to make the game more appealing to the general audience. Now, the value of this game, I gave it a B-. Now, if you're trying to make it more to the general audience, you shouldn't be charging $59.99. And for us hardcore users, I don't think it has the legs to really be worth $59.99. I think for us hardcore users, if you just bought the old Civilization 4 and the expansion pack, you would have a lot more fun. So that's why I had to go with the value for that. Overall, I gave this game a B. The game is a lot of fun and very easy to pick and play. For those of you that have never played a Civilization game before, I really feel you guys need to go and check this game out, as I feel it was more made for you instead of the hardcore fans. Maybe you're like how extremely colorful it is. I feel that they still went a little bit overboard with that. I can guarantee you will have some fun, and if you're an online gamer, I'm sure you'll have some epic matches that you will love and feel so proud when you win. Still, this game is kind of missing the single player games, kind of missing the legs for me, and probably for some of you hardcore fans out there. Even though with all my issues for the game, I feel that there are very little issues and they do not take away from the game that much. So anyways, that's it for this review. I urge you guys to go ahead and check it out. You will have some fun with it. Do me a favor, leave your comments. I want to know what you guys thought about the review. So leave your comments, let me know what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like, and so on, so we can build our reviews more towards what you guys want in the future. So thank you, have a nice day, and check out platformnation.com.